Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and you're watching Brevard County Justice. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of Brevard County Justice. I got to tell you, we are having great success with this and solving cases. Also got to thank our citizens for their total engagement in helping us keep Brevard County safe. One of the things that this program does, is it shows you the different cases that we're trying to solve and that we need your help in. And one of the ways you can also help us, if you haven't had a chance, go download our smartphone app. You can download it. It's a free download, Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Download it. You can submit tips through it. You can also see where sex offenders live at. You can see the latest of arrests that have happened here in Brevard County. You can actually also see the pets that we have available for adoption. So it's a great tool, and it really helps keep our citizens partnering with us to keep Brevard County safe. All right, for our first case tonight, let's head over to our North Precinct, where Agent John Wiggum is asking for our help in solving a vehicle burglary. The neighbor's video surveillance shows the suspect. You can see it up here on our Brevard County Justice Board. They parked an orange copper Dodge Caliber. It's possibly a 2008 or a 2009. They parked it in the driveway. They exited the vehicle and walked to the residence at 3908 Hunters Ridge Way in Titusville. The suspect returned a few minutes later and then leaves. A Volkswagen key fob, number one dad keychain is on the keys, and a Verizon mobile hotspot box were stolen from the vehicle. The suspect, as you can see on the screen, is described as a black male, thin build, wearing dark clothing, a mask on his face, and socks on his hands. So if you have any information on this, please get a hold of Agent John Wiggum, 321-264-5210. You can also go to Crime Line. They always work great with us. That's 1-800-423-TIPS. You can send us an email at brevardcountyjustice@bcso.us. You can also do the smartphone app we talked about, or you can actually send us a Facebook message. Send us a personal message. We'll get the information to Agent Wiggum, and we'll get this individual off the street. All right, let's head over to our East Precinct. Our East Precinct, Deputy Kyle Fitzgerald is asking for our help in solving a larceny that occurred at the Home Depot. Now, this occurred on June 23rd in 2020. You see the suspect up on the board. Now, we're going to show you two different pictures of this suspect because the first time the suspect goes in, they actually steal a DeWalt circular saw. They run out the store. That saw is valued at almost $400. They run past the points of sale and out the store. The individual does, the white male you see depicted in the photograph. Now, he comes back wearing the same shirt, but this time he's got on a wig and a ball cap, and this time he steals a DeWalt reciprocating saw valued at $250 and then fled the store again. So Kyle's asking for our help. The suspect has very distinctive tattoos on top of both their hands. If you recognize this individual, get a hold of Kyle. You can call him at 321-454-6652. Or as we said earlier, you can go to Crime Line. You can send us a smartphone tip on the smartphone app. You can send us an email at brevardcountyjustice@bcso.us, or just send us a message on our Facebook page, and we'll get the information over to Deputy Fitzgerald so that he can have your help in solving this case. All right, let's check in on our Fugitive Unit. Now, our Fugitive Unit had a pretty active week. They arrested Jesse Ray Compton, 1013 of 80, out of the Port St. John area. He gave a false name, but other than that, they had no issues in that arrest. He was taken in for violation of community control, reference grand theft, more than 300. Also possession of heroin. Both warrants had no bond, so he's sitting out at the Brevard County Jail. They also grabbed David Woodard, 11-7 of 69, Cocoa area, no issues in that arrest. And that arrest was reference burglary of an unoccupied dwelling and grand theft. His bond was $51,000, so great job by our Fugitive Unit getting him off the street. They grabbed Terrell Kimbrough, 1-8 of 83, out of the Cocoa area. Arrest warrants reference 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, bond of $30,000. They made another arrest, Rolanda Weaver, 9-19 of 89, out of the Rockledge area. Arrest warrant reference aggravated battery, domestic violence, and felony battery. Now, another arrest that they made this week was Katil Campbell. That was made out of the Palm Bay area. Katil's date of birth is 1/29 of 91. They actually had to block Katil's vehicle in, and even after they blocked it in because he was trying to run, he refused to get out of the vehicle. They ended up trying to force entry into the vehicle, and still he wouldn't comply. Ended up having to tase him. Had to tase him to get him into custody and get him under arrest. His arrest warrants were for felony battery for strangulation, domestic violence, tampering with a victim, grand theft of motor vehicle, and grand theft in an additional case. His bond was $21,000. They also did a probable cause arrest for resisting arrest without violence and habitual traffic offender. So Fugitive Unit's always on top of things. They get so much help through our different programs and through our citizens being engaged with them. They do an amazing job for us. All right, let's go to our Brevard County Justice primary target. A new section of Brevard County Justice we put in is giving you a primary target to help us get off the street. This week, if you look up at our Brevard County Justice screen, you're going to see Justin Michael Bishop. His date of birth is 5/2 of 85. As warrants for violation of probation, reference grand theft, violation of probation for possession of Xanax. There's no bond, is last known to be in the Cocoa area. If you know where we can find Mr. Bishop, please use the different mechanisms we've given you, crime line, smartphone app, send us an email, or just simply send us a Facebook message, and we'll get that information to our Fugitive Unit. Okay, our last case tonight is from our West Precinct, where Agent Kyle Cummins is asking our citizens to help solve a home burglary and a vehicle burglary that occurred in the early morning hours of July 10th in the area of Victor Road in Cocoa. One home was forcibly entered through a rear window where the suspect, who you see the video up on our screen, we got a great quality video from one of our resident surveillance system. The suspect stole electronics and computer items from within the vehicle, from within the home. During the same time frame, another vehicle was burglarized on Victor Road a few houses away. Items stolen are reported to be a handgun as well as Costa sunglasses. Now, if you know anything about this case, if you can help us identify the suspect, please get a hold of Agent Cummings at 321-617-7306. Of course, you can call Crime Line at 1-800-423-TIPS. You can send us a tip on our smartphone app. You can send us an email at brevardcountyjustice@bcso.us, or just switch over and send us a personal message on our Facebook page. Let us know who the individual is, and our team will take it from there. All right, folks, thank you for partnering with us. Another great episode of Brevard County Justice. Our agents, our deputies are doing an amazing job at keeping you safe out there, and we certainly appreciate you partnering with us. Thank you for watching tonight. And remember, this is Brevard County, where we protect our citizens and put our criminals in jail.